Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck hip straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to understand how this meditation can help for us to develop our inner wisdom, and at the same time, how it will help for us to develop our conventional life and get the best result out of this life. So, as you know, nowadays in the world, we are so advanced with observing these outside things. And we are capable to focus to far away these other planets and gain informations. More than any other time, we are so fast to accumulate informations and share informations. But if you look very carefully, even though we are so capable to track and tackle the outside informations, most of time we are not capable to understand regarding our own inner perception, our own inner recognition. When the perception perceived to us, and sometimes we don't have clarity to understand or to recognize it exactly as it is. Just imagine, even though we develop this outside science and technology to gain the when the information comes to you, if you are not capable to recognize it correctly, what will happen? So that is why this ability, developing it yourself, is the most important part. But most of time we can see, we all are, it's kind of like a neglecting that. And we go with the outside situations and the environment. And we more validate the far away outside things rather than this inner recognition. But the thing is this, that nothing wrong that you see these outside things or the beauty. But you have to understand, ocean is beautiful from distance. When you see it from far away, it looks beautiful. Sun is beautiful from distance. Maybe the tornado is beautiful from distance. The volcano is beautiful from the distance. So like that. How about once you go closer? Just imagine to the ocean. It looks so beautiful, but how about when you go into the ocean, the current start to take you? And most of time, the people don't afraid for water. People don't afraid for the current. They are the one who most of time die because of the current. Because whoever afraid for that, they don't going to jump into it. But whoever, the well practitioners, the masters, the whoever can swim, they think, oh, I can swim. Oh, I know how to swim. I know how to get out of the current. So they overthinking themselves without recognizing the very nature of this all. So that is our egocentric, self-centered mind. That is the very nature of it. It always have ability to not to see the current. It can happen to us also. And we see things and then we think, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I know how to handle it. But one day, our life going to end up struggling with that current. So then always remember, nothing ugly, everything you can see some beauty. Everything has a beauty, but it is beautiful from distance. So then try to understand it, absorb it to yourself. When the emotions arise, when the desires arise, can you see that distance rather than challenging for that current? We challenge in many ways. So the one is that when the emotions arise, when our own ideas arise, we think other people also should accept that our views. It's not going to happen. Don't think like that. Don't try to force. Don't even have hopes, thinking that other people are going to accept your viewpoint. When someone else comes with a different view, appreciate it. Don't go to argue. So you see the beauty from the distance. You're not going to go into the current. You don't jump into it. And so whatever that you have in your life, you have to understand the purpose of it and use it, get the best out of it. But you have to, by the time, you have to keep the distance. See, most of people from the ancient time, even as you know, the divine beings, they have vehicles. You know, in the ancient time, in the Eastern countries, you have seen, you know, bull, like a horse cart, kind of like they have vehicles, even in the heaven. And in the ancient time, people used to have the vehicle and pulling and controlling, holding, pulling. And but once the car introduced, because to pull, you have to have strength and strong. So when the car introduced, it gave to everybody. Why? Because now you can push. No need to pull anything. When you push, when you give the gas, it's go. So everyone can have. But in the ancient time, it's not like that. Even in the heaven, it's still not cars there. Still, you have, you kind of like, you have to pull. It's kind of like you hold it. So what I want to tell, these vehicles, it's a kind of like we used to travel. That's the very purpose of vehicle. But do you know, more than traveling, people are so attached to vehicles, most of people. They don't travel like that, but they attach to the vehicle. So then you have to understand. You're misguiding yourself. Because the very purpose is use it and you make the journey. But now you attached. Then what will happen? Once you attach to the vehicle, you're not going to drive it too much. You're not going to get the best out of it. And you're going to depend on it. You're going to hold it. You spend your whole life for that maybe. And maybe you die and there's still that, piece of iron going to be there. You can born as a bug in that piece of, iron. Like ancient time, there was a monk and he so attached to the rope and he died and he became a bug for 7 days because of that attachment. See? So that's why you have to remember. Everything has a current, can take you away, wash you away, burn you, catch you. If you don't understand to see its beauty from the distance. So it's a skill. And you have to develop some kind of self-discipline for that. That self-discipline doesn't mean you develop self-control. It's like the kite and the string. You can't hold it so tight, but at the same time, you can't just let go it. You have to give the freedom, you have to maintain it, you have to keep the balance. And allow, at the same time, you have to allow that kite to be free and move itself up. So yourself the same, we use this, all the informations, all the facilities, all our environment, not to hold or not to bound to that, not to make kind of like a barrier out of it, but to get the help out of it and go more higher. So that should be your purpose. But the thing is, most of time what happens to us, we have no skill, no ability to see the beauty from distance, or even understand that beauty, whatever is there, is from the distance. Because we try to go closer, and then the current will take. So everything same. But once we see something, look how people go behind it and become so crazy to go behind it, go behind. We go behind the moon. What they found? Nothing. We go behind the Mars. What they found? Nothing. You go behind this entire universe. You will end your life. Even there is something you found. It doesn't make any sense. No one knows what it is. It's for the moment. It's good for us to kind of like mesmerize ourselves and become happy. Oh, we found this. But there is no inner change within us. What's the point then? If you don't develop yourself, if you don't gain the change out of your own living, what's the point? So that's why this practice will help to develop that. Another thing is, you should not be so crazy regarding this life that you go through. Why? Because this all matter of time. That's it. Whatever you go, look your own past. And look around you today. And look at the time that you spend. It's a matter of time. So what will happen by the time this all going to go? So then get the best out of and give the best out of it. When you have ability to do something for others, do your best. And when you have opportunity to do something for you, do your best. So in that way, deeply you recognize this changing nature. And also we are not capable to hold or keep anything the way we think. But still there is something you can recognize, that your inner development is your choice. You can bring the change to yourself. And you can become more better person with your deeper inside. No one can disturb that. So then focus to that. The world has its own way to go like this. But yourself, little by little, focus to you and develop your inner abilities to be with this outside world. Then it's going to become a different language. Because most of the time what we do, we keep the same, we want to be the same, we try to change the outside the way we want. And it's going to become a struggle. But now you change the pattern. You allow this outside to be there like that way. And then you change. So then by the time when there is some kind of good result come to you, naturally, these outside things will change. Because this outside has a deeper connection with your inside. So without seeing that, most of the time we separate. No, I am like this person like that, this outside. But the thing is, it become like this because you are here become like this. Once you recognize this connection, you more and more focus to inside and deeply change you. And then once you change yourself, there is no power within this outside world to be the same and react the same the way it wants. So then the epicenter is you, your own inner desires, your own inner behavior wanting, your own inner habits. So meditation will give us opportunity for yourself to understand this. So in the beginning, you have to have kind of like a tranquility, undisturbed mind to see this. That means you have to have ability to see your own mind and thoughts, how it's come and go itself. It is not that what you think, this is me, I am the one who thinking. No, you are not the one who thinking. thinking pattern happens. So if you observe, you will see without your intention how the thought arises. So once you recognize that, you can withdraw you from the mind. And then you can see the thoughts without holding these thoughts as you. And that is where your life becomes more calm, relaxed. And that deeper calmness, that deeper tranquility state you gain through practice is the wisdom that you earn by yourself. And it will help you to deeply understand about this world we experience with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So without that understanding, once we struggle with the world itself, it's going to become suffering, or itself it's going to become kind of like a wrestling fight. So then little by little, develop tranquility state whenever you have time, and bring the ability for yourself to see, think things without disturbing to it, without interfering to its nature. Learn to develop the ability of observing and recognizing. So with our breathing, we're going to practice it a little bit. From the beginning, you bring the attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. So first observe inhalation, exhalation separately. And once you keep observing, little by little, mind will settle down with the sensation. So don't interfere with the inhalation, exhalation. Don't try to make anything happen the way you want. Just allow it to happen naturally, itself. And once it settles down a little bit, if the mind go here and there, bring it back slowly again and again. Observe, observe. And don't try to just do it yourself. Allow it to happen. And don't think that I inhale or I exhale like that. So that means your self-centered mind overtake that action. I. No, it's a natural process. If you inhale, if you exhale, you're not going to die, because who want to stop that inhalation, exhalation? Everybody like to do it, but you can't. One day, it's going to disappear. So that's why it is not you inhale or exhale. So detach from that and observe this natural process. And observe the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation from beginning to end. Some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So this natural, each and every inhalation, exhalation has its own character. It's unique. So recognize it. And then this calm, and then you will see your body, mind, the breathing little by little calm down. And it become more soft and relaxed, comfortable. And bring the aware, don't go to sleeping mood. So bring the awareness and put more attention and be sharp. It's kind of like you change the lens. Because when you change the lens, that what you can see going to become different. So now it's not a kind of like a ordinary conventional observation. You little bit more deeply, thoroughly observe. So that's why step by step you can develop this and see what the experience. So let's practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. So when it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribundissami idam me punya kamma savakkaya vahang tu sabba dukkha pamuccatu. Bless you.